Šta će mi život bez tebe, dragi, kad drugu ljubav ne želim da imam. Sanjam skoro svake noći, samo si ti u srcu mom. Noćas mi srce pati, noćas me
It doesn't matter where you come from, how much you're running away from it. You're always going to miss your country. Always.
Jua lile literemke mama, jua lile literemke mama, jua lile literemke mama, jua lile literemke mama. Ya 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 mama, ya 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 mama, ya 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 mama, ya 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 mama. Jua lile literemke mama, jua lile literemke mama, jua.
I arrived in Vermont on February 10th, 1998, and
in
I
Vermont
come from Bosnia.
in March 2004.
In
Coming from Ivory
1998,
Coast,
we came
but
to
I'm
Vermont.
originally from Burundi.
I arrived here on
We are
30
originally
July
from Tibet
last
and
year.
was living as refugees
I arrived in United
India.
States
February
February
27th
27th of
I
last
arrived
year.
in United States
And I was
July
coming from
6th,
Kenya,
and I came
refugee
from
camp.
Kenya refugee camp.
I'm lucky to be here in America. Since my people in my country now, people are suffering from hunger. There's no more food that people should eat. There's no good transportation, no communication. Then there is also war. Even if it is end, there's war. It's still war.
You are free, you can do everything you want to do, and no one will interfere about what you are doing. And for us, when we were living back in our country, we were not allowed even to go to the market. If you go to the market and buy whatever you want to buy, a person is on the road for you, and you know what you bought for your family will be taken by another family. And if you refuse for that family, then you will be killed. And for here, you are not missing anything. Whatever you need, food, shelter, and clothing is all over the place. For us here, we don't own the homes, but since we work and, and also the government is assisting us with, housing. And if you are working, then you are capable of doing everything for your family. So you need nothing of help about the government.
So According in United States, everyone can go wherever he wants, and he's free, and he can do whatever he wants. That's, how can I say, it's freedom.
What I like here in Vermont, because there is no any discriminations, and people are equal. There is human right. There is no any discriminations. If you are here and you follow the law, you will be free.
When I arrived at the airport in Vermont, I was very positively surprised to be received there by a group of people. And it was the director of the Vermont Refugee Resettlement Program with some of her colleagues. They immediately came to me and said, "Welcome, welcome," and I was so happy, so happy, so happy. I will never forget that moment of my life.
If you come in a country like Vermont or in the United States of America, if you don't speak the language, you really couldn't ask for help.
Actually, we couldn't be helped.
Yes, because we didn't ask for help. We didn't
know how, and they couldn't help you. They don't know what you need help with. And it's usually at the beginning. You cannot meet people. You don't speak English.
There are so many things that make big problems in refugees' lives because they don't know where to go, what to do, who to talk to. And you know that you have right for healthcare or right for a scholarship to go to school to learn the language, but you don't know where to go, where to find the applications or anything. For example, if you go look for signing up, register your child in school, it's not that easy. If the teacher or principal decide to put your child a year behind because of no English, and you know that your child is very talented and will achieve in a few months, that child will do just like mainstream kids, but they do it anyway. You know, you have no way to fight for your rights or no way to say what you want to say. That's a big frustration with limited English. And I didn't have a language base that I could say what I wanted to say and defend myself. And that's the worst part. When you know what you want to say and you know that you're right, but you always end up feeling guilty and because you don't have way to express yourself and way to express your thoughts.
Chinja, kanyaga, tupa, choma, alinena, alinena.
You won't be a loser. You won't be a loser. Okay.
Steve will be incredibly white.
Very good. What does it mean? Incredibly white.
Very, very white.
Yes. Now number 3. You. And then it says look. Look like what? A what? Millionaire.
That's what made me so proud by learning the language, and I was able to say what I wanted to say. And I needed an opportunity to show how much I can do and to show how much of difference I can make in this society. So I was given an opportunity and I proved it through my work. And people were really amazed by my knowledge and my capability.
When I first came here, I thought with my previous experience working as the Deputy Secretary of the Tibetan government in exile in the Religion and Culture Department, and then also working in the Tibetan settlements as administrator, and at one point I was able to come to United States as a Fulbright scholar. I thought that when I got into United States, I would be able to get jobs in the state government or in the non-profit organizations. Of course, I tried my level best, but at the moment I could not get into these kind of jobs. Presently, I'm working in a retail clothing business as a selling manager, and also working in the human services, helping mentally disabled people.
I started as an interpreter. From there, they have seen that how I'm doing, so they promoted me to be an assistant case manager for my community. Then from there again, I don't know what they have seen. Again, they promoted me to be even start case manager for my community. A visitor came. I don't know what happened, so they told me to come with a bachelor degree. So I just came from Africa and I didn't know more about the bachelor degrees, but I had the higher level of certificates and also the recommendations that I came with them, but they told me no. So since I didn't have that, so it forced me to leave the work.
He was a doctor when he was back in his country. So when he came here, then he talked to the doctors and they says to him, you have to go back to college and to study more and more. So that man, he has a family and he can't go back to college. So he started, cleaning, Flat Island. And then another doctor saw him and one day and they talked to him and he showed his certificate and he talked to others and they give him their position. So, it's a weird, when you came here and somebody said to you, you have to clean in here and you used to be a doctor.
Jualile literem ke mama, jualile literem ke mam, jualile literem ke mama, jualile.
I know that I adapted the culture quickly and I just became busy American, and that's all I can say. I mean, basically the whole life is just in appointments, all bills, not much time for joy. And the one thing that I really don't like is just running, running, running all the time.
Mama, mama, jua lile literemke mama, jua lile literemke.
When I arrived in America, I realized how people are so busy. It's so amazing. I am always busy, busy, busy. Even on Saturday and Sunday, at any minute and any second, I have appointments, mail, and I have too much.
Jua lile literemke mama, jua lile literemke mama, jua lile literemke mama, jua lile literemke mama, hiya mama, hiya mama, hiya mama.
When you left your country, you have to go back and to see where you born, where your grandfather born, and to know exactly where is it. But now, we don't know, so that's the why you have to go back and see. So, but if the civil war still is going on and we can't go back and see.
We're kind of like feeling that we are successful in everything, and I should be like really, really happy, but still I'm not. But I ask myself pretty much every single day, what is it? What's wrong with me? I mean, can you just simply be happy like you used to be? But that used to be is like before 1992.
Od odjeće, od ljudi kako ti pričaju, ne zato zbog jezika, nego jednostavno totalno drugačije ponašanje ljudi prema tebi.
Icyongereza nacyo kiracanira cyane ariko ndacyagerageza ndagerageza uko nshobora.
Shock man.
yen green alwel ten yen lwel won kule wala
video sin dum ne ko dugun sida wali de hoye
ni
du araktan ko barata
ke giden won ken no ko yeti
bis enta
ko won ko won re kin ko ken won ta
Tashi dele thade me de shugu zamne shite te be chembo shino khonsa chembo chok ko se shabe temba ta zamne youtube kundu de ke phensum sobe tashi melam shutu tashi dele
My first job here, this one woman on a lunch break, she said, oh, with terrible language, why don't you go back to your country, not stealing our jobs? And she was behind me, and I knew she is talking to me. And the other woman who she was with, she was like, don't, maybe she can understand. And she's like, I don't care. So you just don't feel welcome. But later on I realized it's more about which kind of circle of people you work with and you live around. You know, that there's a lot of nice people here. There's really a lot of nice people.
People say that in the United States, everybody lives for himself or herself. But when I arrived in Vermont, my neighbor helped me a lot. I never forget that because it was March and it was still snowing and it was too much cold for me. But they were giving me a ride, they were helping me. A lot of people, I mean, besides my neighbor, a lot of people too helped me to shop, to do everything. I must add that no one didn't know me at that time.
I think that Americans fear friendship with refugees because they don't know who these people are, where they're coming from, what they were doing before. But I think that that shouldn't be an issue and they should at least give it a try and get a sense of different culture, different language, different population. And I think that would enrich their knowledge, their lives, and open their minds towards different people.
I have, of course, developed a very good friendship with the people here in Vermont. And also I give talks to the universities, to colleges, and at the community centers and also at the library, explaining about the life in the Tibetan refugee camps and in the local Indian villages, the vast difference between the life standard in the third country and the life standard that we have in the United States. We find that there is great difference, but it is important that the people here should understand how fortunate we are here to have all these facilities, and we can also leave to our future generation a worthy planet and a peaceful planet.
Štáče mi život bez tebe, dragi, kad drugu ljubav ne želim da imam. Sanjam skoro svake noći, samo si ti u srcu mom. Noćas mi srce pati, noćas...
We needed help first couple of years with paperwork and stuff like that, but now it's the time when we are paying it back by doing our best to our American friends who helped us. And I would have a hard time to move because I feel that I created new extended family for myself here and I feel safe.
Alisema mwalimu, alisema vijana wangu wote mmelegea, sharti tuanze mchaka mchaka. Alisema mwalimu, alisema vijana wangu wote mmelegea, sharti tuanze mchaka mchaka. Chinja, kanyaga, tupa, choma. Alinena balozi, alinena vijana wangu wote mmelegea, sharti tuanze mchaka mchaka. Alinena balozi, alinena vijana wangu wote mmelegea, sharti tuanze mchaka mchaka. Chinja, kanyaga, tupa, choma.